School basketball on your local sports leader. Classic Hits 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the third night of action at the 86th Annual National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament at Altamont Community High School. I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside Gail Warner back at the studios, and C.J. Schmidt and Caleb Moody taking care of the video streaming of tonight's contest. We've had great comments about the quality of the video, and they said the guys' audio isn't so bad either. So we're doing all right, and we're glad to have you along for the ride tonight. This will be our first look in the tournament at the number 2 seed and the number 7 seed as Altamont does battle with Nioga. Yes, it is the Indians and the Indians. And then it'll be the 3 and 6 seeds as Windsor's Two Straws takes on the South Central Cougars. Should be a couple of good ones, and we're glad to have you along. And it's a special night, and I'm going to go ahead and say it right now because old friend Joe Milkman is going to be recognized tonight. Joe was a fixture at the NTC tournament for over 40 years. This would have been his 97th birthday, and so they're going to do something to commemorate Joe's being a fixture down there in the black chair seats down to my left. And he was just a fun guy to know. You could go sit at a baseball game or basketball game with Joe and just have a good day. Well, with that said, that's part of the charm of the NTC tournament, the fact that all the people that you know and you see, and maybe you only see them this time of year. That's like our pal Les Lamont's here from Ramsey. He came down with Daryl Stremming from Pana, two old officials that I remember when I was starting to broadcast. Those guys just did all kinds of games. Les Lamont and Del Maroon, they were a team, man, and it just turned out to be a pretty cool deal. So they're here tonight, and we're glad you're here, either if you're in the house here or if you're watching on screen or listening to the radio. Glad you joined us. Should be an interesting game, this opener between Altamont and Neoga, Matt.
It really should be. These two teams, as you mentioned, have not played each other. They've had several common opponents, and for the most part, they've played them commonly. If, the big wins for each of these teams against some teams, tight contests against other teams as far as how they matched up. So it should be very interesting as far as this game. And I know it says 2 and 7 by their names when you look at the program as far as the seeds, but we've talked about it all week long. Tonight especially, I don't think those seeds matter much at all, as we have 4 good teams getting ready to square off, and their records indicate that.
The two teams in this game have been impacted either by injury or by departures. Matt's going to focus on that when we're back from the break. But the bottom line is going to be interesting to see how each team responds to those changes. And we'll be back with a look at those changes here on Altamont Neoga, the NTC tournament in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Altamont Community High School, getting ready for night 3 of the NTC tournament for 2022. And I alluded before the break to changes for both these ball clubs, Matt.
Yeah, and the first thing that you notice if you're a Nioga Indian fan is going to be the absence of Dante Perry. He has left the team as of this week, and so he is no longer a part of the Nioga Indians, and that will definitely change a few things for him. But Coach Andrew Snow says, we're going to play the guys we got here. They're ready to step up, and we're ready to go. And that's what it's going to amount to for the Nioga Indians. Altamont on the other side is missing a few kids that are in particularly key off the bench for them. Mason Wynn is here tonight, but he suffered a injury in practice, and he is not available for tonight's game. Avery Yarhouse, also a key reserve for the Indians, is unavailable tonight due to illness. And Jack Scott, also a senior reserve player for this club, is not available tonight as well due to illness. So it's just one of those things that we were afraid that this week could have some of that, and teams are doing the best they can to try to keep everybody healthy. But it will be interesting to see how that affects Altamont, who traditionally goes about 8 deep. Well, 2 of those key reserves are unavailable, so we'll see. The game will probably dictate whether they go 8 deep with a couple of other kids, or if they kind of play it a little closer to the vest with their starters if they can.
So we'll see what the evening brings. Second game between Windsor's Two Straws and South Central should be interesting, too. I haven't seen the Cougars, but I have seen the Hatchets, and they are built around their big lad inside, Samuel Vonderheide, and with help from the Wittenberg twins and others, they're a pretty formidable crew. But they're going up against a South Central team that is a 6th seed, and they are 17-5 on the season. They have had some great performances, including lately. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how that second game shakes out.
Yeah, a lot of folks looking forward to that one. It's a rematch between the game that took place a couple of weeks ago, as Windsor's Two Straws actually went to South Central and suffered a loss, but they had some kids absent from that game as well due to injury in particular. So Two Straws looking for a little revenge in that rematch with the Cougars, who have been playing well, as you mentioned, as they really love to play that zone, and Windsor's Two Straws will have to try to solve that riddle.
Dustin White makes a cameo appearance. Brought his dad and his son. 3 generations of Whites in the house here. And that didn't include my cousins. So all kinds of Whites here. And we're glad you're here. Good officiating crew. Going to have starting lineups. Going to have the band play the anthem. Glad to have you with us here on a Wednesday night at the NTC tournament.
Pretty good crowd filling in from both sides here tonight in this early game. A lot of folks get home from work, maybe rush and grab something to eat, or grab something to eat here at the ball game as well. That's always a good idea.
Plenty of great choices, that's for sure.
And then getting settled in.
This is the last night of the first round of the tournament. And the voice of the tournament, Scott Beal, calls everybody to attention. And let's enjoy the national anthem. job by the Altamont Community High School Band with our national anthem. We're just about ready for introduction of the starting lineups. I'll let you tell everybody who's going to be here.
All right, we'll start off with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Nioga Indians. They come in with a record of 12-6 on the season. They're 2-4 in regular season National Trail Conference play. They will start at a guard. Caden Young, a 5'11" senior, wears number 15. He's averaging just over 7 points a ball game. He'll be joined out there by Kyle Peters at a forward spot. Peters, number 21, a 5'11" senior at 2.5 points a game. Their leading scorer, Pacey McClure, the 5'11" senior, has been playing since his freshman year for this Neoga Indians ball club. Pacey wears number 24, and he's averaging 17 points a ball game for the Indians. At a forward spot, it's Quentin Richards, a 6'2" junior, number 30. Richards at 8.1 points a game. And rounding out the starting lineup is Brady Reynolds tonight. Reynolds, a 5'11" senior, wearing number 14 at 2.5 points a ball game. For the Altamont Indians under John Niebrigi, they're 16-5 on the season, 3-1 in regular season National Trail Conference play. They will start at a guard, 5'10" junior, Jared Hammer. Hammer averaging just about 5 points a ball game. Will be joined at a guard spot by Altamont's leading scorer, Noah Klimple. Klimple, a 6'1" senior, wearing number 22 at 12.5 points a contest. At a forward spot, it'll be Mason Robinson, number 20. He's a 6'2" junior. Robinson averaging 11 points a game for Altamont. At a guard, Tyler Robbins, number 30. He runs the point for this club, does a good job of setting up his teammates. He's a 5'11" senior, averaging just over 3 points a game. And Eric Coleman rounds out the starting lineup. Coleman, 6'4" senior, the big man in the middle for the Indians, wears number 50 at 9 points a game, averaging 7 rebounds as well for the Altamont Indians. So again for Altamont, it's Coleman, Robbins, Klimple, Robinson, and Hammer. For Nioga, it's Reynolds, Richards, McClure, Peters, and Young as we get set for this quarterfinal matchup on the 86th edition of the National Trail Conference Tournament.
We'll remind you again that you can go to the front page of either website, the X or KJ Country, click on the button if you want to listen or if you want to view, if you want to send us a note, letting us know where you're viewing from. That would be cool. Seems that it's all been warm weather people for the most, well, I shouldn't say all, 97% of them, I think. And I don't think they're rubbing it in. Maybe they're trying to warm us up vicariously.
Sending us some good vibes.
I like that. We're going to hold on to that thought.
Nioga is taking the court. Here comes the Indians after their lineup was announced, and then they received a couple of last-second instructions. Luke Goldstein going to toss it up in the air. He's joined by Mike Bell and Kevin Grigg, and we're underway as Altamont wins the tip, as it was Robinson and Peters in the center circle. And Altamont sets up the offense against a man-to-man, it would appear, from Nioga. Robbins handed it off to Robinson. He drove into the hoop and got the ball knocked away at the last second. It'll be out of bounds to Altamont. I will do my best to remember to say Altamont and Nioga, because Indians isn't going to do us any good.
Not going to help a bit unless you're watching.
Robbins works the inbounds to Klimple. He has it in the corner, brings it into the lane, kicks it out to Robinson. He works on the left wing to Robbins in the corner, back out top to Klimple. Klimple brings it from the top of the key, gets into the lane, goes to Hammer in the corner. Hammer sweeps into the paint, draws the crowd, goes to the backdoor cutting Klimple. Klimple looks inside to Coleman, and Coleman sticks it up and in.
Very patient attack by Altamont. It pays off.
2-0. A half a minute into the game as Young brings it across the timeline. Altamont's picked up in a man-to-man as well. Peters handles on the perimeter, stops at the top of the key, needs some help, looks to the wing for Young. Young on the right side, goes to the baseline, flips up a runner, it's short. Robinson the rebound for the Indians. He's going to bring it up for it himself. Crosses the timeline, looks down to the baseline to Klimple. Klimple back out to Robinson, drives into the lane, kicks it in the corner to Hammer. Hammer moves around a defender, now sweeps into the paint, flips up a runner, it's around and good. Jared Hammer has his first 2 points, and Altamont's off to the 4-0 lead.
If you're keeping score at home, just put your X's right by the basket, because it's where both those first 2 shots have gone in.
Pacey McClure with it on the left side for Nioga, matched up with Klimple. He gets it out top to Young. Now they send it in the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds holds, bounces it, gets it back out top, and works against Robbins. Fires it across to Peters. They back off of him a little bit, and Peters will send it back over to McClure. He's way out on the perimeter, gets a screen, moves into the lane, draws a crowd, gets it out to Young in the corner for three. Off the mark, Robinson a rebound for Altamont. One pass up ahead to Klimple. He takes it up the left side, leans in, shot rattles out, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's claimed by Neoga's Reynolds. He's cut off by Klimple as he tried to go up court. Now gets it back to Young. 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Neoga has it on the right side as Peters works into the lane, leaves it with Young, cuts into the paint, now goes over to Reynolds. Reynolds in the right corner, drives the baseline, double team, ball knocked loose by Coleman, and it'll be out of bounds off of Altamont.
Reynolds is the new kid on the block as far as the starting lineup for Neoga, so it'll be interesting to see how things evolve for him over this first couple of quarters.
Inbounds goes to him on the left wing from the right side of the basket. Now he brings it back over to McClure, way out on the right wing. Altamont's in a zone this time. Neoga diagnosing it. They get it out top to McClure, over to Young. Young, skip pass to McClure. It's over the outstretched hands of Klimple. McClure goes around him, gets in the lane, kicks it to Young. Young drives in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped and taken by Altamont. They're on the run as they slow things down as Robbins gets it to the timeline, brings it up court with the left-hand dribble, goes to Hammer. Hammer to the top of the key, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Robbins. Robbins circles it out top. Calls out the play with 5:15 to play in the first quarter as he hands it to Klimple. Klimple circles the perimeter, goes to Hammer. Hammer on the right side, leaves it with Robinson. They're just working a weave out top. Robinson flips it to Robbins. Now over to Klimple. Klimple around the screen, stops, pops, 15-footer at the elbow of the free throw line, good. Altamont's off to a 6-0 lead 3 minutes into the game.
Hit 3 of their first 4 shots.
Young brings it up, leaves it on the right side with Peters. Peters works into the lane, gets it over to Young left side. Young goes baseline, spins, double team, passes out to Peters on the wing. Peters holds, now uses one dribble, picks it up, leaves it with Young. Young to the top of the key. Over on the side to McClure. McClure, right wing, spins away from one defender, draws another. He gets it out top to Richards. Richards back to McClure. McClure, he takes it to the left side, baseline to Peters. He drives, cut off, gets it back to Richards. Richards into the lane, draws a crowd, gets it out of trouble to Reynolds. Reynolds on the right wing. On the dribble, picks it up now, leaves it with Young. Young to Peters. Neoga patient this trip. Altamont stays with the man-to-man as Young gets it in the left corner. Fires it out top, pass intercepted by Klimple. He's taking it on the right side. The lefty is hammered on his way to the hoop. McClure and Klimple both hit the deck. Both are okay. Pacey's going to go check on Noah. And those two players say, yep, just a hard foul, just basketball.
First foul of the ball game. Pacey McClure hasn't shot the ball yet. Caden Young's had 3 shots for Neoga, and he's the only kid who shot the ball. So I'm thinking that Coach Snow will be diversifying things here at first chance he gets.
Klimple at the free throw line, puts the first one up and good. Noah has 3 in the ball game, and I think they're going to wait for the second one. There's exactly 4 minutes on the clock. I'm sure a discussion is being held about the mass timeout. They let the subs come in for Neoga. That's Luke Romack and number 33, Will Odell. As Peters has a seat, so does Caden Young. Free throw on the way for Klimple. It's up. It's short. Rebound taken down by Neoga as Richards has it. He'll bring it up the left side. Picked up his dribble. Needs some help. Got it out top to Reynolds. Reynolds looks inside from between the rings. Goes over to Romack on the right side. The big man puts the dribble down. Now skips it across the way. And the pass is taken in by Reynolds out top to McClure. McClure works to the left, now spins back right, and as he makes a move, there's a bump and a foul whistle against Altamont.
Klimple might have reached in. Let's see if Mike Bell agrees. He does. First foul on Altamont.
With 3:38 to play in the first quarter, that's the mass timeout as it's 7-0 in favor of Altamont. You're listening to the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Neoga trying to find a way to get some points on the board here in the first quarter. They trail Altamont 7-0 with 3:38 to play in the first quarter.
I want to see if one of the things they talked about there in the timeout was seeing if somebody else could get a shot. I'm amazed McClure hasn't had a shot yet.
They work to Richards. Richards goes baseline, finds Odell in the corner. He sends it out to Romack on the wing. He'll bring it into the paint, kicks it back out to McClure, fires up a three, left it short, and the ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be long to Altamont.
Well, there was his shot.
So Altamont looking to add to their advantage here. They've opened up to the 7-0 lead. They stayed with the 5 starters thus far. Robbins crosses the timeline, takes it to the left wing, gets it out top to Robinson. He fakes the three, drives in, gets it out to Robbins, who will go into the lane and leave it with Klimple on the wing. Klimple gets the screen out top, works around it, goes in the corner to Hammer. Hammer goes to the baseline, flips up a runner, left it short, rebounds out of bounds off of Neoga. Altamont will have it to inbounds along the baseline.
Got an Altamont change here.
Looks like Will Schultz is into the ball game as he replaces Mason Robinson for the Altamont Indians.
Robinson a little ill earlier in the week, so maybe John's going to give him a break every now and then.
Klimple looks to get the ball inbounded, finds Schultz into the lane, turns and hooks the shot up. It's no good as it's off the back iron, and the rebound snagged by Richards. So Nioga again trying to get on the board here with 2:40 to play. They're only trailing 7. Nice move by McClure. He shook free, drove into the paint. Runner, though, is no good. Rebound is still loose, and it's out of bounds off of Altamont as Schultz couldn't find the handle.
5 shots so far for Nioga. None have found the bottom of the net yet.
Nioga works in the inbounds from underneath. They lob it to Romack on the right wing. Sends it out top to McClure. Indians in a 2-3 zone after the dead ball inbounds from the baseline. McClure got it over to Richards, then right back to him. Now they go on the side to Reynolds. So Odell over to McClure on the left wing. Back out top. They've got it with Reynolds. To McClure again, left side. He lobs it high post to Romack. Now they go out top to Odell. On the side to Reynolds. Reynolds holds. Gets it to McClure, top of the key, fakes the shot, goes to Reynolds, who will take the three, left it short, and Klimple grabs the rebound for Altamont. Brings it up the left side, gets to the top of the key, no one picks him up, he fires the three, it's no good. Weak side rebounds to Robbins, though, for Altamont, and they'll reset. Robbins calls the play. With 1:50 to play in the first quarter, hands it off to Klimple. Klimple, top of the key, Schultz. Schultz skips it to Hammer. Hammer goes baseline to Coleman. Coleman works in the post, spins, took the shot up. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Odell. Score's been stuck at 7-0 for quite a while here as there's 1.5 to play in the first quarter. Nioga brings it up court. Richards steps to the baseline, stops and pops a 12-footer, and it rattles home for Quentin Richards. There's Neoga's first points of the game, and it's 7-2. Altamont pushed it up court quickly. Klimple got it to Hammer, who goes on the wing to Schultz for a three. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and the foul is whistled against Nioga.
Well, Romack got the foul. That's his first 2 on Nioga.
Substitutions for Altamont and Nioga. We'll catch up with them as we go. Robinson and Logan Cornett for Altamont back into the ball game. Also back into the ball game is Caden Young for Nioga. As Altamont works the inbounds, they got it to Hammer underneath. He sends it out to Cornett. Back to Hammer. And Hammer looks to set things up against the man-to-man.
Nioga sat Odell down.
They work it out top. Now to Logan Cornett in the corner. Ball knocked loose, but he retains control. Leaves it with Schultz around to Hammer. Hammer works it on the left side. Now picked up his dribble. Got it out top to Schultz. Back again to Hammer. Hammer takes it to the right wing, where he leaves it with Cornett. Cornett circles it to the top of the key, finds Schultz. Schultz goes to the corner. Now Hammer looks inside, and the pass is knocked away as Nioga double-teamed and got the steal. Altamont's first turnover with 34 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Each team with just 1 turnover so far tonight.
McClure across the timeline. Sets things up with 25 seconds to play. Altamont in the man-to-man. Nioga's Richards looks inside for the cutter. That's Young. He clears it back out top to Richards. Richards to McClure. Center circle. 15 on the clock. It looks like they're holding for the last one now. McClure Has them set up in a 1-4 low. Now Romack comes to set a screen. As McClure goes the opposite direction, fires up a three. It's off the mark. Hammer with the rebound, brings it up the left side, lobs it ahead for Cornett. He catches but can't get a shot away as the time expires. So after 1 quarter of action, it's a low-scoring affair. Altamont leads Neoga 7-2. NTC action on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today. Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
7-2 the score after 1 quarter of action. Altamont leads Neoga. Greg Stats will tell us why.
Altamont is 3 for 9 for 33%. Missed both their threes. 1 for 2 from the line. 6 rebounds. Just 1 turnover. Neoga 1 for 8. 13%. Didn't go to the line. 4 rebounds. Just 1 turnover. They missed all 4 of their threes.
Neoga ball to start the second quarter as they work it around to Romack out on the perimeter. He leaves it with Young. Altamont in the man-to-man. They go to Peters out top. Peters holds, now gets it to Romack. Over on the side to Reynolds. Reynolds has Romack slip a screen, grab the ball, go inside, lay it up and in. It's 7-4 with 7:33 to play in the second quarter. Robbins brings it up court, finds Hammer. Hammer out top, gets it to Robbins. Robbins down to center circle. Holds out to play. Sends Schultz to the wing where he grabs the pass on the right side. Looks inside, nothing doing. They get Klimple at the top of the key. Klimple matched up with Young, and they go to Hammer out top. Hammer looks inside, now to Robbins on the wing. Squares up, doesn't take the shot. He gets it to Robinson. He'll take the three. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. But Robinson tracks down his own rebound. Gets it in the corner and skips it across to Robbins. Tyler Robbins drives into the lane, out to Robinson. Robinson back out to Klimple, and Klimple will reset the offense. He's picked up his dribble now at the center circle, and it's going to be Hammer coming out top to help. Hammer from the right side, looks in, finds Schultz on the wing. Schultz holds, now gets it out top to Robbins. Robbins, and we've got a foul whistled as Altamont was trying to free up Klimple inside.
Fouls on Robinson, Mason's first, second on Altamont, and Altamont's first turnover this quarter.
Altamont will send Will Schultz back to the bench as Eric Coleman returns for the Indians. As Neoga has a chance to get within one or maybe tie it with a three-point play. 6:30 to play in the first half as Young takes it to the right side. Gets the screen out top, now crosses over to the top of the key and leaves it with Peters. Peters to McClure. McClure to Romack, over to Reynolds. Reynolds steps to the baseline, goes inside to Romack. His shot is blocked by Robinson. Robinson tried to save it from going out of bounds, but apparently he landed with a foot on the baseline.
Romack got back at a couple of trips ago. I thought they might go back to that, but a nice defensive work by Robinson there.
Inbounds for Neoga, goes out top, and McClure has it. Sends it to Reynolds, around to McClure now on the right side. To Young, to Reynolds' left wing. Altamont picks up in a 2-3 zone as they've switched back and forth between that and the man-to-man. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. It's 7-4. Young with it, steps between defenders and took an extra step as he went to the lane, got called for the travel. Neoga's first turnover of this quarter, probably just their second in the game?
Second in the game.
So, kind of a nervous mumble in the crowd. No points for a long time. Altamont, Robbins has it to Hammer on the left wing.
Yeah, especially for Altamont. They haven't scored since about halfway through the first quarter.
Hammer leaves it with Klimple. Klimple to the free throw line. Gets it back out to Robbins. Robbins works into the lane, and as he split the defense, there's a blocking foul whistled against Neoga.
Yeah, Pacey McClure got a little too handsy. That's his second foul, so that's something Neoga's going to have to watch. 3 on the Neoga squad, and down goes McClure.
He will step out as Richards comes back in for the Nioga Indians.
Richards has half their points.
Inbounds goes underneath to Coleman. Left the shot short. Rebound tapped out long, and Hammer grabs it for the Altamont Indians. Leaves it with Robbins. Robbins into the lane, finds Klimple for a corner 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Quentin Richards. He hands it off to Caden Young, who will walk it up court. And again, Neoga will try to get a little closer, trailing 7-4. Romack has it right wing. They dare him to shoot it. He doesn't oblige. He leaves it with Peters, top of the key. They swing it to Young. Young looks to move into the lane, gets towards the right side of the paint to Richards, out to, Young in the right corner. Young again penetrates the paint and tries to go on the wing, and a little miscommunication, or the pass was just off target. Either way, it sails out of bounds for Neoga.
Change for Altamont, too.
Logan Cornett will come into the ball game to give Noah Klimple his first rest of the contest, as Neoga turned it over there for the second time.
Both these teams will play again Friday night.
Altamont's Tyler Robbins gets around his defender all the way to the basket. Nobody stops him, so he'll lay it up and in.
First points in the quarter for Altamont, so they're glad to get off the schneid here.
They lead 9-4 with 4:35 on the clock. Romack leaves it out top with Peters. Peters steps to the left side. Now has picked up his dribble, goes back out top to Romack. Romack steps to the free throw line. Now he's picked up by Coleman. Got it over on the side to Kyle Peters. Peters sends it across to Reynolds. Reynolds moves across the top of the key, where he hands it to Young. Back over to Reynolds. Wing 3 is short. Robinson the rebound for Altamont. He fires it up court to Cornett, who caught it under the basket, but Young recovered to knock it away from Cornett, and it'll belong to Altamont. What a recovery from Caden Young.
I know you mentioned Robinson with the rebound. I have him with 4, so that's the leading total for Altamont. Richards has 3 for Neoga.
Inbound goes to Cornett. Cornett across to the right side to Robinson. Robinson directs some traffic now. As he has it on the right side, will go towards the basket. Shot off the glass is a little strong, but there's Coleman with an offensive rebound. His putback is missed, but that's because he's fouled.
Fourth foul on the Neoga squad. 4-0, 5-0. So that's 2 on Romack. So he and McClure with 2 apiece.
3:52 to play in the second quarter. We have a timeout on the floor. It's Altamont 9, Neoga 4, NTC quarterfinal action on 97.9 XFM.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Settling in at the free throw line. He's got a couple of free throws on the way for Altamont, who leads again 9-4.
Yeah, Neoga with just 4 fouls so far, but McClure and Romack have 2 apiece. So that will definitely crimp Coach Snow's style if that trend continues.
Coleman's free throw is left short. He'll have another try to extend Altamont's lead. They led 7-0 at one point in time. It's now 10-4 as that free throw is up and good for Coleman.
Law enforcement score.
Coleman with his third point as Young gets it across the timeline, and Altamont's trying something different. This is a 1-3-1 look from the Altamont Indians. Neoga gets it in the corner to Reynolds. Back out top. They have it with Young. He penetrates and again goes in that left corner to Reynolds, who circles it back out top. He looks over the Altamont defense. Now they try to throw it high post. Ball knocked loose, but Peters is able to recover, and he sends it to Will Odell. Odell with it on the right side now. Tries to go high post. They find Peters. He drives into the lane, sends it out to Young. Young takes the baseline. Tried to shuffle a pass inside. It was knocked loose, but Peters is there to grab it. He sends it to Reynolds. Top of the key three. Good.
First three for either team.
Brady Reynolds makes it a 10-7 ball game with 3:04 and counting here in the second quarter. Robbins hands it to Robinson. He blasts down the lane. Shot off the glass. Good. Mason Robinson stops and pops a little 6-footer off the glass and makes it 12-7.
Feel the energy level lift in the whole place here with a couple of buckets going down finally.
Altamont back to a man-to-man, it appears, as Nioga tries to diagnose it as well. Caden Young takes it from the top of the key over to the right side. He brings it back out to Odell. They swing it to Peters. Peters drives into the lane. Coleman right there with him. Has to kick it out in the corner. Reynolds is going to try another three. That one's in and out.
Wow.
Rebound Coleman. Boy, it looked like it was going to go, didn't it?
You bet.
Robbins will bring it up court. Gets into the lane. Scoops up a shot. It's blocked by Nioga as Richards was there along with Peters. It's out off of one of them, and Altamont will inbound. Now we've got a 30-second timeout taken by Nioga with 2:20 to play in the first half. It's Altamont 12, Nioga 7. Low-scoring affair here at the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at GecknerBros.net.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
12-7 the score with 2:20 to play in the second quarter. Altamont will have the inbounds from underneath the basket as Jared Hammer will be the trigger man with his team set up in a box around the lane.
Mentioned to Matt during the break there, 11-5 rebound edge for Altamont so far tonight.
Inbounds goes in the corner to Robinson. He circles it to the top of the key and looks back for Klimple on the wing for three. It's good. Noah Klimple knocks down the shot. He has 6, and Altamont takes an 8-point lead, 15-7, their largest of the contest.
This is about as far as Neoga wants to let Altamont get away.
Young drives the baseline, flips up a runner. It's short. Rebound, though, Young. In a crowd, he tries to work for a shot, and there's a reach-in foul whistled against Altamont.
Nice work by Caden Young. He is not the biggest duck in the puddle in there. Good job getting the board. Foul is on Mason Robinson. That's his second. Altamont just 3 fouls, but Mason with 2 of them.
So he will check out with 1:55 to play in the first half as Will Schultz is in to replace him. Nioga looking to get it inbounds as Young is looking and has to lob it out top. The catch is made in the center circle by Peters. Little pirouette. He brings it to the free throw line. Now hands it off to Odell. Odell from the wing gets into the lane. Now leaves it with Richards. Richards hands it off. And they've got it with Peters. Peters looks for the cutter. That's Odell. Turnaround shot in the lane as he's fading away is good.
Well, they're trying to find some way to get some points inside.
Now Altamont trying to answer as Klimple runs it up court quickly. Shot no good. Rebound tussled for and taken down by Odell eventually for Nioga. 1:23 on the second quarter clock. 15-9 the score as Nioga's trying to get a little closer. Peters into the lane. Coleman there to shut him down. He sends it out to Reynolds. Reynolds on the left wing. Back on the baseline. They've got it with Kyle Peters. He hands it off to Young. He works to the left baseline. Shot is a little strong. Rebound. Will Schultz goes up and grabs it for Altamont. Minute 2 on the second quarter clock as Robbins will trot it up court for the Indians of Altamont. He crosses the timeline. He shuffles it back to Schultz. Schultz steps to the right side. Gets it back out top to Robbins. Robbins calls the play. Goes to the right side. Now brings it out top to Coleman. Coleman looks inside. Doesn't. Gets it to Klimple. Klimple gets a screen from Coleman out top. Goes around it. Pulls up for a 15-footer. It's a rattles around and out. Rebound. Coleman in a crowd. Puts the shot up. He got it. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, you love a hard-working offensive rebound and putback. Nioga's 5th foul. Peters picks this one up. Kyle's first.
35 seconds to play in the second quarter. Coleman back at the line, where he just went 1 for 2. This time he's got 1 free throw, and it's true. He has his 6th point of the ball game, and here comes Pacey McClure back in with 35 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. And as Nioga is looking for a little offense here to end the second quarter.
you run the risk of him picking up a third foul here right before halftime.
Got to trust the senior, I suppose, is the theory. Altamont comes out in that 1-3-1 again. McClure with it on the wing, gets it to Young right side. Young drives in towards the elbow of the free throw line where he's double teamed, looked in for Peters, who got it out of the lane, back out to Richards. They swing it around to Reynolds. Corner three, good. Brady Reynolds connects. He has 6, and it's a 6-point game. Altamont pushes it up court to Hammer, who's in the corner. 4 seconds on the clock. Robbins from the wing had it knocked loose. There's a steal for Young. He handed it off, and launching a shot at the buzzer was Reynolds from the volleyball line of Altamont's side of the court, and the ball hit the rim and bounced off the side. No good. And I think it was just in time as the officials hadn't waved anything off yet. But it didn't go for Neoga. They trail Altamont here at the half by a score of 18-12. You're listening to the National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
We welcome you back to Altamont, where the Altamont Pep Band is entertaining the crowd here at the half of our opening game. Altamont leads 18-12 over Nioga. Coming up, the nightcap features Windsor Stew Straws and South Central. We expect that one to be a good one, just like this has been, even though it's been low scoring. Didn't know what to expect out of this game, although we thought it would be pretty good. And the pace has definitely been a little slower than anticipated, but Altamont with the 6-point lead as they had quarters of 7 and 11 for their total of 18. Nioga with quarters of 2 and 10 for their total of 12. Eric Coleman and Noah Klimple lead all scorers with 6 points apiece for Altamont. Then 2 points apiece for Jared Hammer, Mason Robinson, and Tyler Robbins. Will Schultz and Logan Cornett have both played for Altamont. For Nioga, they're led by Brady Reynolds. He's knocked down 2 threes as he joins Coleman and Klimple with the scoring lead in the game with 6 points. And then 2 points apiece for Will Odell, Quentin Richards, and Luke Romack, as Caden Young, Kyle Peters, and Pacey McClure have all played for Nioga as well and not scored as of yet. Again, 18-12 the score. Altamont's already out of the locker room with 7 minutes showing on the clock. They'll have quite a little bit of time to warm up for this second half of action, as we will check with Greg after we come back from this break on the halftime show, where it's Altamont 18, Nioga 12, NTC action on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
to 12 the score here at the half. Altamont leading Nioga, and Greg Sapp has the stats.
Thank you, Matt. At the half, Altamont hitting 35% from the field. Nioga 28% from the field. Altamont 7 of 20, 3 of 9 in the first quarter, 4 of 11 in the second quarter. 7 of 20 at halftime, 35%. Altamont is 3 for 5 from the line. 1 for 2 in the first quarter, 2 for 3 in the second quarter, 3 for 5, 60%. Altamont with 13 rebounds. They really hit the boards well. Had 7 of those in the second quarter. And just 3 turnovers for Altamont, a really good number. And they are 1 for 5 on threes for 20%. Neoga, as we said, 28% from the field. 5 of 18. They were 1 of 8 in the first quarter. Better in the second quarter at 4-10. That's 40%. So 5 of 18 at halftime for 28%. Neoga still has not shot a foul shot. They have 7 rebounds. They've been outboarded 13-7 in the first half. And they, like Altamont, have just 3 turnovers. Neoga's 2 of 9 on threes for 22%. So those are the team stats. As far as the individual numbers, for Nioga, Caden Young is 0 for 5, so he's got to find a way to get the lid off. No fouls, 1 rebound. Kyle Peters is 0 for 1 from the field, has a foul. Pacey McClure is 0 for 3 from the field and had to sit in the second quarter because of fouls, and he has those 2 fouls. Luke Gromack 1 for 2 from the field for his 2 points with 2 fouls. Quentin Richards is 1 for 1 from the field with 3 rebounds. Will Odell made his only shot, and he has 2 rebounds. And Brady Reynolds is 2 for 5 from the field, all 3-pointers, so he has 6 points with a rebound. And again, 2 and 10 for Neoga's 12 points here at halftime. For Altamont, Jared Hammers 1 for 2 for his 2 points with 2 rebounds. Mason Robinson 1 for 3 from the field for his 2 points with 2 fouls but 4 rebounds. Noah Klemple is 2 for 7 from the field, made a 2 and a 3, and he's 1 for 2 from the line, so 6 points for Noah with a foul and a board. Tyler Robbins 1 for 2 from the field for 2 points with a rebound. Eric Coleman is 2 for 4 from the field and 2 for 3 from the line for 6 points, and he has 4 rebounds. And Will Schultz is 0 for 2 from the field with a rebound. 7 and 11 for Altamont's 18 points. So at the half, Altamont 18, Nioga 12. And we have just all kinds of fans. And they say, never mind, I discovered after I submitted and scrolled up, Louisville, Illinois. Cards sweeping this tournament this year. That's what Christopher Blair says. So you heard it here first. And then I heard from TP. They're tuning in from Bolingbrook. Go Altamont Indians. So thanks, TP. And let me grab one more here while I'm rolling. David Cohn is watching in Nioga, so I bet I know who he's rooting for. So just a few folks who are weighing in. We appreciate you logging in, letting us know where you're watching from, and that makes us feel good.
Let's slip in a quick 60-second break, and we'll get you set for the second half of action. It's Altamont 18, Nioga 12, NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
18-12 the score here at Altamont as the second half is getting set to begin. It looks like the starting five for the Altamont Indians are taking the court. It'll be their ball here to begin the third quarter. Let's see who emerges from the Nioga bench. It does look like they're starting five as well. So it's Caden Young, Kyle Peters, Pacey McClure, Quentin Richards, and Brady Reynolds. For Altamont, it's Jared Hammer, Mason Robinson, Noah Klimple, Tyler Robbins, and Eric Coleman.
And Dante Perry has left the Neoga team, so this is their first game, I'm pretty sure, since that happened, and they're just having to play through it, seeing who's going to step up and fill that void.
Neoga has opened up defensively in a man-to-man as Altamont works to Klimple. He explodes to the basket, layup good as he's fouled. Noah Klimple scores his 8th point of the ball game, and it's an 8-point advantage again for Altamont, matching their largest lead of the contest.
And Luke Goldstein tells me Caden Young committed that foul for Neoga. That's his first.
But Noah Klimple trying to convert the three-point play with the free throw. He left it short. Rebound tapped by Coleman, but Caden Young tracks down the board for Neoga. He'll get it across the timeline where he's met by Jared Hammer. They go on the side to Reynolds. Reynolds looks out top. Nothing there. Now he does find Peters. Peters steps to the free throw line. He fires up the jumper. It's no good as Tyler Robbins boxes out beautifully, grabs the rebound, gets it ahead to Klimple to Hammer. Corner three, short. Rebound Coleman. He muscles it up, puts it off the glass, and it's good. Eric Coleman has 8, and Altamont's up by 10 as they've knocked down the first couple of baskets of the quarter.
5 rebounds for Coleman tonight to go with those 8 points.
Out top, it's in the hands of Neoga's Kyle Peters. He sends it out to Reynolds, now to Pacey McClure, matched up with Klimple. McClure's been unable to shake free from this Altamont defense, namely Klimple. But now he does step around a screen, steps back for a 3, and he got it. Pacey McClure has his first points of the contest, and it's 22-15.
That's the kind of defense Robbins is playing for Altamont. He just about ran himself out of his shoes.
That's the stoppage of play there as they let him tie the laces. Now Altamont brings it up court. Robbins gets it on the side to Klimple. Klimple works to the left, now back to the right. Looks in the corner for Robbins. Around one man. Got into the lane. Ball got knocked loose, but he's able to get it back and finds Robinson out top. He leaves it with Hammer. Hammer hands it to, nope. Instead of handing it to Robbins, he went to Robinson, and Robinson drove the baseline and was fouled.
Second foul on Nioga. And it's the third foul on Pacey McClure. That's exactly who Nioga couldn't afford to get that foul called on. Second on them in the half.
Inbounds goes out top to Robinson. He hands it to Klimple. Top of the key 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound Robinson, gets to the baseline, turns, puts up the shot. It falls off the rim short, and the rebound to Reynolds. Bringing it up court now is Neoga's Pacey McClure. He crosses over, gets into the lane, passes it out to Young. Corner 3 on the way, back of the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Kyle Peters as he stretched out to grab the long board. Gets it to Reynolds and out top to McClure, who directs traffic. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. McClure into the lane, leaves it on the side with Kyle Peters. He steps to the free throw line, now goes to Richards, who drives baseline, now in the lane to Peters. He puts it up and in. Peters has his second point of the ball game, making it 22-17, and Neoga's come back to make it a 5-point contest. Robinson backs into the lane, gets it out on the wing to Hammer. Hammer flips it to Robbins. Robbins on the right side, skips it to the left wing to Klimple. Klimple takes it back out to the top of the key where he penetrates. Spin move in the lane, shot up and good.
Nice move.
The senior from Altamont in double figures with 10 makes it 24-17 as Nioga will trot it up court. They take it over on the side, does McClure. Looks out top to Peters. Peters at the free throw line now, leaves it with Reynolds, top of the key. He puts it on the floor, and he takes it to the right side, and he's bumped and fouled.
Yeah, I think Robbins bumped him. We'll see what Mike Bell thinks, because that's the only opinion that matters. And Robbins picks up his first. That's just 4 in the game on Altamont, their first this half.
Tyler Robbins will check out as Will Schultz is in to replace him. Young looking to trigger the inbounds as Altamont sets up in the 2-3 zone. They get it to McClure out top. Now to Reynolds, back to McClure, over to Young. Young between the center circle, finds McClure again right side. To Reynolds out top, again to McClure right side, lobs it high post to Peters, makes a catch in a crowd, got it to Richards, now to McClure, long top of the key 3, good. Casey McClure has knocked down a couple of threes, and it's a 4-point game, 24-20. Klimple runs it up court, hands it to Coleman, out top to Schultz. Schultz back around to Klimple, to Robinson right side. Skip pass to the left side to Hammer. Hammer in the corner, sends it out to Schultz to Klimple again. Klimple hands it to Schultz on the right side. Takes it to the wing. Now looks for the backdoor cutter. That's Robinson. In off the glass. Shot is good. Mason Robinson with 4 makes it 26-20, extending the Altamont lead back to 6.
Both teams have come out of the gate this second half shooting much better than the first half.
Young from the top of the key looks across for Richards. Richards puts the ball on the floor and now hands it out top to McClure. McClure calls from a screen from Peters, goes opposite of it, drives into the lane, crashes in. Offensive foul as Jared Hammer slid over and drew the charge, and that's a huge call in this game, Greg.
Yes, it is. McClure picks up his 4th foul, so that'll change the whole complexion of the game. As they say, Hammer was set, so a turnover on Nioga.
Exactly 4 minutes on the clock, so we've got a timeout on the court. It's Altamont 26, Nioga 20. Quarterfinal action from the 86th annual NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Values and a proud supporter of Effingham County sports and academic programs.
Altamont ball to bring up the court as Robinson gets a screen out top from Coleman, sends it back to Schultz at the top of the key, now to Klimple. Klimple working the offense for Altamont, into the corner to Hammer, drives into the paint, goes to the weak side, scoops up a layup, and it's good. Jared Hammer with his 4th point of the ball game makes it 28-20 in favor of the Altamont Indians.
5 of 8 from the field for Altamont in this 3rd quarter.
Will Odell came into the ball game for Neoga, as did Luke Romack at that dead ball, as Neoga's working it around the perimeter to Reynolds. Reynolds gets a screen from Romack, takes it out on the wing, now brings it back down to the left corner, matched up with Robinson. He's picked up his dribble, gets it out top to Odell. Odell brings it across the top of the key, backdoor cut, that's Young. He's cut off by Hammer as he takes it back out top. Now he'll go back to the baseline, try to get a shot away inside. Coleman got a piece of it, and the rebound to Schultz for Altamont. He hands it off to Robinson. Robinson brings it up court, leaves it with Hammer. Hammer moves into the lane, finds Robinson left side. Goes to Hammer in the corner. Hammer, couple of dribbles, now back to Robinson, who drives the lane. Shot is up and good. Will they say it was before the shot's the question?
That's
on the
what
foul.
Goldstein's saying. Odell picks up the foul, his first. That's 4 on Nioga this half.
2:47 on the clock as Robinson looks to get the ball inbounded from the baseline. Still looking, finds Coleman in the corner. Coleman sends it out top to Hammer, and Hammer will find Robinson, who is handling the point guard duties with Robbins on the bench. He gets a screen from Coleman, takes to the right side, spins out top to Schultz, now to Klimple. Klimple from the right wing, puts it on the floor with the left hand, drives to the left side, now out to Hammer. Hammer steps into the lane, and as he made a move, there's another whistle.
See what Mike Bell saw. Blocked. And the foul's on Brady Reynolds, his first. That's 5 now on Nioga this half.
Altamont's starting to attack the basket a little more. This time they work the inbounds play. They get it to Klimple in the corner. He buries the 3.
But they haven't given up on the 3.
Klimple connects. He has 13 to lead all scorers, making it 31-20, an 11-point lead for Altamont. Neoga's Caden Young works into the lane, leans in, shot left short, rebound Richards. He's in a crowd, and there's a foul, and it's going against Altamont's Robinson.
check here. Yeah, that's his third foul. Just the second on Altamont and a half, but Mason's third foul.
So with 2:05 to play in the third quarter, Neoga makes a trip to the line with Quentin Richards. Free throw is up and good. He has 3 points in the ball game. Kyle Peters is going to check in for Will Odell, and Neoga is going to take a 60-second timeout. With 2:05 to play in the third quarter, it's Altamont 31, Nioga 21, NTC quarterfinal action on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Neoga's coach Andrew Snow took the timeout in between the free throws for Richard. He made the first one. Richard's next one is up, and it's around and out, no good. Coleman secures the rebound for Altamont. He'll hand it off to Robinson with 2 minutes on the clock. Robinson sets up the play. He takes it over on the right side. Looking in. Can't find what he wants, so he gets it out top to Klimple. Klimple to the left wing. Drives to the baseline. Gets underneath. Leaves it with Hammer. Open three from the corner is short, and it actually got stuck between the rim and the backboard, so the possession arrow will give it to Neoga.
Basketball's version of the wedgie.
So Neoga will try to cut into the 10-point deficit. Minute 40 to play in the third quarter as Young crosses the timeline, leaves it with Reynolds in the corner. Reynolds brings it out top, hands it off, and Kyle Peters takes control. He now has picked up his dribble, got it over on the right side to Reynolds. Reynolds leaves it out to Romack. Romack to the top of the key. Nice hands on the catch there by Young. Young drives in, tried to get it to Romack. Pass was low, got past him, went to Richards. He fires up a two. It's no good. Rebound Schultz to Robinson, ahead to Klimple. Klimple skips to Hammer, back out to Schultz. He's open for three. He'll pull the trigger. It's off the mark, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds with a minute 6 to play in the third quarter. 31-21 the score. Robbins is back for Robinson. Changing of the point guards here.
Yes. Did you think anybody touched that shot?
I did not. Okay. But it was on the other end of the court, too. Young brings it up for Neoga, leaves it with Richards. They bounce the baseline to Peters. Peters turns, hands it back to Richards. He'll take the baseline, puts up a shot that's blocked, but Schultz is called for the foul.
Will picks up his first foul. Still just 3 on Altamont and a half.
So with 53.5 seconds to play in the third, Neoga is starting to get to the free throw line, something they didn't really do much in the first half, if at all.
This will be the second time in the game.
Richards puts the free throw up. He's got that one. He has 4 in the game now.
He is the leading foul shooter for Neoga, and the only one.
Richards' second one this trip is good as well. So he has 5 now in the ball game, making it 31-23 with 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Robbins crosses the timeline, looks for Klimple on the right side. Back out to Schultz. Schultz from the top of the key, surveys, goes to Robbins' left side. Robbins looking inside. Can't find what they want with Coleman, so they go out top to Hammer. Back over to Klimple. Klimple looks inside, tried to get it to Schultz, but the pass was batted out of bounds. And Neoga, with some good defense, will have Altamont inbound it from the baseline.
I thought Altamont might just go for the last shot, but this is a long time. 30 seconds.
Inbound goes to Coleman, to Klimple, to Hammer, back out top to Klimple. Looks like they might be being patient this time. Klimple and Robbins playing catch now as Robbins has it, and he flips it across to Hammer, but they're out at the volleyball line extended. Schultz comes to get it now, way out on the perimeter, now to Klimple. 13 seconds to play in the third as Klimple looks to set the offense in motion with 10 seconds. He's just off the side of the center circle. He hesitates, now goes left, drives to the basket, layup short. Rebound taken out of there by Richards, who just covers up the ball and allows the clock to expire. After 3 quarters, it's Altamont 31, Nioga 23. NTC action on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
The Effingham area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
31-23, the score after 3. Greg's working through that third quarter numbers.
I have them for you here if we have a second here. Altamont 6 of 12, so that's 50% shooting. Missed a foul shot, 6 rebounds, no turnovers, and 1 for 5 on 3. So they shot really well on their twos. Neoga 3 of 8, and 3 for 4 from the line.
Altamont works the offense. They get it into Coleman with a post move. Shot short as Romack was right there, and he grabbed the rebound. 31-23, Neoga looking to cut into the deficit as Pacey McClure is back onto the court. 4 fouls in all for Coach Andrew Snow. They leave it on the wing with Young. He goes out top to Peters. Nice look into Romack, and Romack lays it up and in. He has his 4th point, and it's a 6-point game, 31-25. Robbins leaves it with Hammer out top to Schultz. Schultz over on the side to Klimple. Klimple just holds. Now Young gets a little closer to force Klimple to move. He goes to the right side, puts up a shot. It's way long. Rebound tracked down by Pacey McClure for Neoga. Indians push it up court. Richards has it on the wing. He's on the left side. Gets a screen from Romack. They roll it down to him again. He puts up a shot, blocked by Schultz. Offensive rebound, though, taken out of there by Neoga's Peters, but he was in trouble, tries to make an outlet pass, and Klimple steals it. He brings it up court. Neoga back defensively. Klimple gets it in the corner to Hammer. Now in the post to Coleman. Spins this time, and we've got a foul called as Coleman started to make his move along the baseline.
I think Romack got him. 2 big boys going at each other there. Mike agrees. Foul on Romack, his 3rd. So McClure with 4, Romack with 3 now for Neoga.
Sub for each team. Mason Robinson back into the ball game for Will Schultz. Quentin Richards sits down for Neoga, and back onto the court is Brady Reynolds. Tyler Robbins looking to get the ball inbound. Fires it out top to Hammer. Hammer catches and holds. Now moves to the top of the key where he hands it to Klimple. Klimple leaves it with Robinson out top. Robinson to the free throw line to Hammer. Hammer had the dribble get a little high, but he got it back and looks for Robinson out top. He's going to lob into the post for Coleman. Coleman kicks it out to Hammer around to Klimple. Klimple 3, short. Rebound Robinson, spins back towards the hoop, leans in, shot left short, and the rebound by Young. Young for Neoga. Brings it up court to McClure. McClure takes it to the left side. Gets a screen out top, works around it, now to the top of the key. Klimple matches up with him. He hands it off to Young. Young drives into the lane, got a man on his hip, and he gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds flips it to Romack, who wasn't expecting it. Now he hands it to McClure around the screen, fires a 3, it's short. Rebound tapped around, and Romack's going to track it down for Neoga in the corner. He's double-teamed, and a reach-in foul whistled against Altamont.
4th foul on Altamont this half. Let's see who it's on. 2, Jared Hammer's 1st foul. That's 4 now on Altamont in the half.
So Neoga will inbounds from the sideline in front of their bench. Young flips it to Reynolds. 6-point ball game, 31-25. Altamont's had the lead the entire game, but they can't shake Neoga. Peters holds it out top now, leaves it with McClure. McClure around the screen to the top of the key. Now works back to the right side, kicks it over to Peters. Peters to Romack. Romack to Reynolds. Reynolds left wing. Drives to the left baseline. Rises on a little jumper, and he got it. Brady Reynolds with 8 makes it 31-27. Outlet pass stolen by Nioga as they bring it up court with McClure. McClure drives the left side, leans in, shot's no good, but a foul's whistled, and McClure is going to go to the free throw line and try to make it a 2-point game if he can connect on both of these shots.
McClure played smart. 4 fouls taking it inside like that. He got fouled rather than committing his 5th foul. Foul on Coleman, his first. That's 5 on Altamont in the half.
McClure sinks the free throw as the Neoga fans are making some noise here with their club pulling within 3. Coleman will have a seat for Altamont as Will Schultz is back onto the court.
When McClure got his 4th foul, I really wondered how Neoga was going to stay in this thing. And there they are knocking on the door.
McClure's next free throw is up, and it's good. So he has 8 in the ball game, all of them in the second half, and it's a 2-point contest.
Altamont has not scored in the 4th quarter.
Robbins works it over to the left side, leaves it with Hammer. Hammer to the top of the key, over to the right side. Picked up his dribble, needs some help, got it to Robbins. Robbins to Robinson, out on the perimeter. Gets a screen from Robbins, goes to the left side. Looks underneath for Schultz, who caught it in the crowd, put up a shot, and he's fouled.
Romack or Young, one of them got him. One in front and one behind.
Apparently he wasn't fouled. Apparently he was just knocked out of bounds.
Romack's going to sit down regardless, and Richards is back in for Neoga.
4:52 to play in the 4th quarter as Slimple's looking to get it inbound. Finds Robinson underneath. Puts up a shot, and the foul's called. Robinson will go to the line for a couple.
And Altamont's in bonus. Fouls on Caden Young, his 2nd.
Mason Robinson at the free throw line. Puts the first of 2 up, and he left it short. 4:51 to play in the 4th quarter. Altamont clinging to a 2-point lead. They have led by as many as 11 in the 3rd quarter. Neoga's never had a lead in this contest. Altamont's next free throw from Robinson is good. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. He has 5. Makes it 32-29. 4:50 to play as Young gets it up court to Reynolds. Reynolds puts it on the floor, brings it across the top of the key, leaves it with Peters. Kyle Peters looks inside, nothing doing. Trying to find a teammate, got it to Richards. Quentin Richards hands it off to Young. Young across the top of the key, looks for Reynolds for 3. Off the heel of the rim, no good, and Hammer has the rebound for Altamont. He clears it to Robbins, and Robbins sets it up across the timeline for Altamont. Up by 3 as he gets it over to Robinson. Robinson sets the screen for Robbins. Robbins drives into the lane, out to Robinson. Top of the key 3 is good. We've got a whistle inside as well. We'll have to sort this out.
I think Schultz got a foul for Altamont, but the basket's good.
Well, Mason Robinson has his 8th point of the ball game, and then the foul occurred in the battle for a potential rebound.
So Robinson got 4 points the last 2 trips here for Altamont, and they came in handy. Foul on Schultz is his 2nd, still a common foul.
Just over 4 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Altamont has a 6-point edge, 35-29. McClure with it, working on Klimple. Gets to the free throw line, leaves it on the wing with Young. He drives into the lane, puts up a tough shot, and got it to go.
He finally got a shot to drop.
Caden Young's first basket of the ball game with 3:55 on the clock makes it 35-31, under 4 here to play in this 4th quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
There's not a lot of other basketball tonight. Little Illini Conference tournaments going on over at Casey. Now Carmel's in front of Paris, 24-17 at halftime. Thank you, Gil.
3:55 to play in the fourth quarter. Altamont walks the ball up court, leading by 4. Robbins hands it off to Robinson. He sweeps into the lane, puts up a shot. He's fouled. Robinson will head back to the free throw line.
And Nioga's already over the limit. This will be a 1 and bonus, or a shot, 2 shots. Richards got the foul for Nioga. That's his first.
Robinson puts the first of 2 on the way. It's good. He has 9 now in the ball game. Pushes the Altamont lead to 5, 36-31. Been low scoring the whole time.
Yes.
Free throw off the mark this time. No, it rattled in. Thought it was off to the side, no good, but it came back and bounced in for Robinson, who's in double figures with 10, makes it 37-31.
Has all 6 Altamont's points in the fourth quarter.
Young gets it out top. Richards moves into the lane, picks up his dribble, needs some help, looks for Young out high. Young now will drive into the paint, cut off by Hammer, bounces it to Romack in the corner to Pacey McClure, left a 3 short. Rebound Coleman again. He hands it off to Robinson, who says, Robbins, you bring it up.
7 rebounds for Coleman tonight.
Robbins got around his man into the lane where he found Klimple on the wing. He hands it out to Robinson. Robinson moves into the paint, goes back out top. Klimple pass was tipped, but Klimple was able to track it down. He brings it to the right side, gets it to Robbins. Robbins in the right corner, hands it back to Klimple. Loads up for a 3, it's short. Rebound snagged out of there by Reynolds for Neoga, and he hands it off to McClure.
You know what, Reynolds has done a good job in the starting role tonight.
McClure finds Reynolds. They look in the corner to Young. 3 on the way is short. Rebound Hammer. He has it on the run for the Indians, and Neoga did a great job of getting back. Hammer waits for help, now takes it all the way to the baseline. Tried to get a shot up, and Romack had said, no, not in here.
But he got his rebound.
But Hammer did get it back. Send it out to Robbins, to Robinson. Robinson in the post. Nope, the pass was kicked by Quentin Richards, so it'll be Altamont ball.
And we're getting down to it. It's 2:27 left now. Got a 2-possession game still.
Kyle Peters checks back into the ball game for Neoga. Altamont triggers the inbounds in the corner to Robinson. To Robbins, back to Klimple. Corner 3, got it. Boy, that's a huge shot in this one as Klimple connects for his 16th and extends the lead to 9 for Altamont.
This is the biggest lead they've had.
Here's Pacey McClure around a screen all the way to the baseline. Tough 15-footer off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Robinson. He's got it on the run. Takes it to the left side. Shot's no good, but Robinson crashed into the stage wall as he was fouled. Teammates check on him, and then Coleman and Klimple pull him to his feet.
He got 9 team fouls up on the board. I think that might have been 10. I was thinking too much.
Robinson at the line for a couple here. First one is up, and it's good.
I'm sorry.
He has 11.
Brady Reynolds' second foul, by the way.
Robinson, 1 dribble, bends the knees, puts the free throw up. That one's good. He has 12. Makes it 42-31 with 2 minutes to play. Altamont back to their largest lead of the game of 11 points. Neoga's Young. Gets the screen out top. Forced out high. Got it around to Reynolds. He loads up for a wing 3, and Reynolds buried it, and Nioga needed it and got it from the senior. Coach Snow takes the timeout with 1:51 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Altamont 42, Nioga 34. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Life is full of changes and challenges. The right life.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Call Tingley Insurance, your Pekin Insurance Agency, at 342-3637 today about life insurance.
Tribal Council having a good time here tonight. The Altamont student section, they're rocking the house.
Altamont ball to bring the length of the court with 1:50 on the clock. They lead 42-34. Nioga picks up in a full court man-to-man. Robbins just brings it up court himself. Now he flips it over to Robinson. Robinson lobs it back to Robbins. Robbins is double teamed, splits out of it, finds Hammer in the corner. Back out top to Robbins. Robbins works around the defense again to Hammer. Back out to Robbins. Skip pass to Klimple. Klimple over on the right side. Gets it back out to Robinson. Robinson to Robbins. A lot of time going off the clock here with Neoga trailing by 8. Altamont's just interested in killing that clock. They get it out to Klimple in the center circle. He's on the dribble. Leaves it with Robbins, and now they are going to foul Robbins. As Robbins spun, he did catch Reynolds as Reynolds was reaching in to foul. Reynolds, though, I think is okay, but he's kind of hit his shoulder on Robbins' shoulder, hit Reynolds in the neck area, but he appears to be all right.
Reynolds' third foul.
I was a little concerned, to say the least, there for a second, though.
Double bonus now for the rest of the show for Altamont.
Free throw up off the front of the rim, no good, as Robbins can't connect on the first free throw. Quentin Richards back into the ball game, replacing Luke Romack for Neoga, as Altamont's looking to extend the lead at the free throw line. Tyler Robbins puts this one up. It's off the mark. Rebound, though, Coleman. Put back block, but a foul's called as Eric Coleman and Mason Robinson hug each other after Coleman got that offensive board and will earn a trip to the free throw line.
8th rebound for Coleman. Robinson has 7. Altamont's had a pretty decided edge rebounding. Neoga's done better here in the second half.
Coleman at the line for a couple with 1:10 on the clock, and the first one is nothing but net. He has 9 points to go along with, I believe you just said 8 rebounds?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty solid night, wouldn't you say?
I would say that.
Coleman's next is on the way. This one rattles off, and Klimple has the offensive board. He gets a screen from Robinson as he takes it back out top, and Altamont works it around the perimeter. Hammer waits, splits the double team, and as he tried to make a pass, he's fouled, and now he'll have his turn at the free throw line.
See if Kevin Grigg agrees it was Reynolds. Yeah, it's his 4th. So 2 at the line here for Mr. Hammer.
Well, percentage-wise, he's the leading free throw shooter on the team for the Indians at about 77%. Hammer's free throw is up, hits the front of the rim, bounces off the backboard, and drops through. Makes it a 10-point game, 44-34 with 1:02 on the clock.
This will be the 12th foul shot of the quarter for Altamont.
This one for Hammer is on the way. It's good. So he hits them both. He has 6, makes it 45-34, 1 minute to play. Winner moves on to the semifinal Friday night. Casey McClure takes it off to the left side. Sends it out top to Richards, back to McClure. McClure across the top of the key, picked up by Klimple, who's done a whale of a job on him all night long. McClure forces up a tough 12-footer. It's no good. Richards, a rebound, put back miss. Coleman has this rebound. As he tries to clear it, he's fouled. And so Coleman will go back to the free throw line for a couple of free throws for Altamont.
Cade Young on the foul. We got 4 on the board on him. I only had 3, which generally means I'm wrong.
Coleman takes a few dribbles, puts the free throw up. It's off the side of the rim, no good. I was just handed a note that said Stu Straws beat South Central 34-28 for the Class 1A 7th grade regional championship. So congratulations to Stu Straws there. This free throw for Coleman, it's off the mark as well. Rebound, Kyle Peters. He brings it to Young, who hands it to McClure, who goes down in the corner, and Klimple's right there with him. McClure does load up for a 3. It's short. Rebound saved inbound somehow by Young. He got it to teammate Kyle Peters. Back to Young in the corner. 3 no good. Rebound Klimple. Klimple will run it up court with 20 seconds on the clock, and Coach Snow says that's enough. Let the clock run out. No foul. Altamont will emerge with the victory in a hard-fought game against the Nioga Indians. Final score is going to be 45-34 when the clock winds down, as Altamont will advance to the semifinals on Friday night. Neoga will play tomorrow at 5 against CHBC to see who will advance to the consolation semifinal. Again, the final, Altamont 45, Nioga 34. We'll be back with Greg Stats. We'll chat with the coaches, and we will get you other post-game information from the 86th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
With an expanded service department, our new Express Lube, and a huge lineup from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Geckner Brothers continues to build on the service and trust we've earned since 1937. Visit us online at gecknerbros.net. Your home for the NTC tournament. On air and online at 979xfm.com.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
DirectBank.com for details, powered by Bazing.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois postgame show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
The Windsor Stew Straws Hatchets, and now the South Central Cougars both take the court. They get set for the final quarterfinal matchup of this 86th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament as they get set to see who will take on Altamont in the semifinals on Friday night. As Altamont emerged victorious in our opening game by a score of 45-34. Altamont had quarters of 7, 11, 13, and 14 for their total of 45. Neoga with quarters of 2, 10, 11, and 11 for their total of 34. Leading all scorers tonight for Altamont was Noah Klimple as he finished with 16 in the ball game. Mason Robinson and also in double figures for the Indians with 12. 9 points for Eric Coleman, 6 for Jared Hammer, 2 points for Tyler Robbins. Will Schultz and Logan Cornett also saw action in the ball game for the Altamont Indians, who again were without the services tonight of Mason Wynn, Avery Yarhouse, and Jack Scott. For the Nioga Indians, they fall to 12-7 on the season as they were led in scoring by Brady Reynolds tonight. He finished with 11. He had a good game. Pacey McClure had 8. Quentin Richards finished with 5. 4 points for Luke Romack, 2 for Will Odell, Kyle Peters, and Caden Young, as those players went all the way for Coach Andrew Snow and his Nioga Indians. Again, Altamont improves to 17-5 with the victory. Nioga falls to 12-7 with the loss. And again, it's Windsor Stew Straws getting set to take on South Central here in this quarterfinal matchup. And again, we just received information that Stew Straws defeated South Central in Class 1A 7th grade regional championship action. A close one there saw Stew Straws defeat South Central by a score of 34-28. Greg's been working on some post-game stats. We'll check on them. We'll see if we can get to the coaches as well. And Greg says he's ready with those post-game numbers.
Yeah, I don't need percentages. I have the figures figured. Final score again, Altamont a winner 45-34. Altamont shot 38% from the field tonight, 15 of 40. They were 7 of 20 in the first half, 8 of 20 in the second half, 15 of 40 for 38%. Altamont went to the line 20 times. I had them making 12 of those, good for 60%. Altamont with 29 rebounds, a good number, 16 the second half, just 4 turnovers, and they had 4 of 14 threes go down for 29%. Neoga shot 32% from the field, 12 of 38, 5 of 18 the first half, 7 of 20 the second half, 12 of 38 on the night for 32%. Neoga didn't go to the line till the second half, hit 5 out of 6. Neoga with 19 rebounds, so Altamont with a 29-19 rebound edge. They had Neoga with 5 turnovers, and Neoga 5 for 19 on threes. So those are the team stats. Breaking it down individually, for Neoga, Caden Young was 1 for 11 from the field tonight for his 2 points with 3 rebounds. Kyle Peters 1 for 3 from the field for his 2 points with 3 rebounds. Pacey McClure 2 for 8 from the field. He made a couple of threes, was 2 for 2 from the line for his 8 points with a rebound. Luke Romack ended up 2 for 4 from the field for 4 points with 2 rebounds. Quentin Richards was 1 for 3 from the field and 3 for 4 from the line for his 5 points. He had 5 rebounds. Will Odell had a couple of rebounds and hit a bucket for his 2 points. Brady Reynolds, pretty good night. Stepped into the starting lineup tonight. Put up a total of 8 shots, hit 4 of them, and 3 of them were threes. So he finished with 11 points tonight, and he had 3 rebounds. Quarters for Neoga, 2, 10, 11, and 11 for their 34 points. Again, they slipped to 12 and 7. They'll be playing in the first game tomorrow night, the first of the triple header at 5 o'clock tomorrow against Scout and Herrick Beecher City. For Altamont tonight individually, Jared Hammer was 2 for 6 from the field and 2 for 2 from the line for his 6 points, and he had 4 rebounds. Mason Robinson was 3 for 7 from the field, and one of those was a 3, and he went 5 for 6 from the line. So he had a total of 12 points tonight, and had 7 rebounds. Noah Klemple was putting it up the most. He had 16 tries, and he hit on 6 of them, including 3 threes, and he was 1 for 3 from the line. So Klemple, high scorer for Altamont tonight with 16 points. He had 4 rebounds. Tyler Robbins was 1 for 2 from the field, missed a couple of foul shots, so he had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Eric Coleman finished by 3 out of 6 percentage, so right at 50%. And he put up 7 foul shots and hit 4 of those, and he had 9 rebounds. And so Coleman finished with a total of 9 points and had 9 rebounds. Will Schultz 0 for 3 from the field, 3 rebounds though. 7, 11, 13, and 14 for Altamont's 45 points. Altamont 45, Neoga 34, and Andrew Snow is here to visit with us. So we'll saddle up the Neoga coach and chat for a minute. Thanks for coming up, Andrew. Kind of an interesting situation when you're having to rebuild your lineup and you just have to wait and see who's going to do what for you, right?
Yep. No, we haven't played since last Tuesday, so we've been doing a lot of practicing and getting to learn about ourselves a little bit. But, yeah, we threw those 2 juniors out there, and Richards and Reynolds, and I thought they did real nice. And Romack had started for us all year, and he was so good off the bench. He's such a team-first guy. He understood the situation where he needed to come off there for us, and I'm proud of the way they battled.
Once you got some shots to drop in the second half, you made a bit of a run.
Right, and that's what we kept telling them, People probably thought in their mind, this looks ugly, they're not playing very well, but, the whole time I'm telling them, we're only down 5. You're only down 5 no matter what you're doing here. We haven't hit shots, and it hasn't gone our way yet until it does, and, yeah, we gave it a run there in the third. We just couldn't get over the hump.
Other thing is you rebounded better in the second half, and that kept you close.
Yep. That Coleman kid, he's a load. He's big, wide, and I thought he got to be a little bit bigger tonight somehow or the other. But, yeah, we're undersized every game here to the end of the year, and that's just the way it is, but that's not our mentality. I was proud of the way Kyle Peters is he's a 5'10" center on our team, but he's strong as a bull and going to give you whatever he's got out there. So I was proud of him, the way him and Luke and all our guys rebounded well.
You touched on Reynolds, and most coaches probably get tired of me aiming on points, but points are pretty important in a ball game. And I thought Reynolds played with a lot of poise tonight, and he got you some threes and just helped.
Yeah, no, he was big. He's offensive-minded, and that's why we had to make that adjustment. We hadn't been scoring many points. Granted, we didn't score much tonight, but that was kind of the plan. But, yeah, he's an offensive-minded kid. He's kind of, I don't know, he just plays. Shoot first, catch, shoot. That's what he does, and plays a lot of confidence. So we had no doubt with him out there that he was going to, handle the pressure, and I was proud of the way he showed up.
Altamont has a lot of weapons. Hard to hold everybody down.
They do, and I know John texted me earlier this week. Usually we box and one him or triangle and two him and do something. He's like, what are you going to do? I was like, looking at your team, I said, you got 5 guys out there that you can't just stop a couple of them. I mean, they're balanced, and they do a great job of getting the shots they want and attacking and getting downhill. And, they got one of the few true post guys in Coleman, and, I like his team a lot.
And you're in an interesting position now in that you have to turn around and play tomorrow night in the first of the triple header.
Yeah, no, I think our guys are happy. Like I said, we've practiced about 8 days in a row, so any way to get away from me in that gym is probably what they're after. But, no, we got a shot to leave here 3-1. Yeah. I mean, that's a huge opportunity. And, bouncing back tomorrow is everything. We got to totally focus on CHBC, and, I told him at 5 o'clock, I said it might just be us and Greg and Matt. They're not going to be the crap noise there at 5 o'clock, so it's going to have to be a self-motivated type of game, and I think we'll show up ready to, prove ourselves a little bit.
Always a pleasure, Andrew. Thanks for the visit.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You bet. Nioga coach Andrew Snow. Appreciate him joining us here on the post-game show. John Nieberg, he's waiting to step in here. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Our do-it-all principal, Peggy Beaker, even brings the water. Thanks. Somebody who can carry the water for you.
Oh, yeah.
You had a lot of kids doing that tonight, John.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There was a lot. There was some missing guys tonight.
And some people stepped up big, and maybe nobody more than Eric Coleman. He had a big night, scored for you, and a load of rebounds.
Yeah, he's a tough rebounder. He's one of the better offensive rebounders we've had. He just big body, knows how to use it, pins him inside, pins him deep, and gets it. We've hung our hat on that all year, as a team, and he's probably our leading rebounder for the season. But he's a double threat every night.
Mason Robinson has kind of made a habit of having a big quarter, and he picked the fourth quarter tonight. That's a good time.
Yeah, he played well in the fourth quarter. He's been battling some sickness too, so his endurance was a little bit, but it was good to see in the fourth quarter that he had some gas left in the tank. He's a different type of player. He's a hard guard because he's a 6'2", strong kid, athletic, can get downhill, but then he can rebound for us too, and handle the ball. But we kind of stretched out there in the fourth quarter, which was nice.
And I didn't even let you talk about your leading scorer yet, but tell you what, on Noah Flemple, he can get the ball in the hole.
Yeah, he's been we ask a lot of him. He can shoot it. He can take the ball to the basket. He's our leading scorer, and he usually guards the best player. I thought he did a well of a job on facing McClure tonight. Facing a really good ball player. And Nioga does some really good stuff offensively where they're looking back door, and if we're not there, they're going to break us down. But I thought Noah's kind of that next guard that kind of stepped up for us in the prior season. So, he's looking for a big tournament this week.
And certainly capable of having it. Jared Hammer is quiet. He just does good things.
Yeah, I wish he'd be less quiet. I wish he'd get downhill. He's fast. He can jump. When he's aggressive, we're really good. Offensively, he was pretty aggressive there early and kind of got us off to that fast start. And then, we just kind of relaxed a little bit offensively. It wasn't the prettiest game, but Jared, he's kind of that other scorer. If he scores for us, we got 5 guys out there that are going to put the ball in the hole. So.
Absolutely. So we've talked about everybody except Tyler Robbins, and all he just does is whatever he can do. Pretty good rebounder, helps distribute the ball well.
Yep, he turned into a point guard this year. It's the first year we've had him as a point guard. Last year he even played a little bit of the 4 in the post. But, Yeah, he's our glue guy. He went from starting to the bench to starting, and didn't change minutes. He just didn't start. We know he's important to our ball team.
Yep. So you got all these guys, and then what's the prognosis as far as the kids that aren't here tonight?
Mason Wynn's out. He's out. He's been our post off the bench. He had a concussion in practice and got some stitches, so he's still feeling some ill effects. Avery Yarhouse, kind of our shooter coming off the bench. He's been sick the past 2 days, so I don't really know. I haven't talked to him lately. So this guy kind of changes our rotation a little bit. But I know Lauren Cornett had some good minutes. I know, we got some other guys that can come off. Will Schultz, he didn't score tonight, but he can come in and get 8 points real quick. So, we look, when he does that, that adds another dimension, being 6'6", and shooting threes and grabbing rebounds. But, so, it changes our rotation a little bit, but we'll play with whoever we got. We're not going to forfeit by any means. We're just going to play.
You bet. I know Altamont's always in a two-pronged situation here. You're wanting to win the tournament, and you're wanting to defend the home court.
Oh, yeah.
So you got both those things working here.
It's not a neutral court. Yeah, you're not supposed to lose on your home court, right? we like to play here, but we always seem, when teams do play here, they shoot really well for some reason. I think it's just a good shooting background is the issue. But no, it's our home court. We want this. Every year it's our goal to get in that championship game and have a shot. But you can't get there unless you win the first one.
Yes, sir.
As much as that was a drag-out, knockdown, boring, 40-something to 30-something game, we'll take the victory.
Absolutely. Congratulations. We'll see you Friday.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, John. You bet. John Nieberge, Altamont coach. Appreciate him joining us here on the postgame show. All right, final score again. Altamont a winner over Nioga, 45-34. Coming up, South Central with a battle in store against Windsor's Two Straws. And, Gail, I know we had the one score. Do you have anything to follow up on that?
Okay, the Little Illini Conference Tournament at Casey Westfield. It was Mount Carmel over Paris, 54-44. In junior high basketball, the Class 2A Assumption Central A&M Regional, Stewart's and Strasburg over Assumption, 34-28. Effingham St. Anthony Regional, St. Anthony with the win over South Central, 42-37. I'm still looking for the Casey Westfield Regional score, and we'll get that to you hopefully at halftime.
Super. Thank you, Gail. All right, again, the final here, 45-34. Again, getting ready for South Central and Windsor's Two Straws. And we will be back with that, Gail. How about in just 90 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.